Alright, hello everyone. My name is Ty or Herb, and recently I had a pretty tough match, or I guess I had a tough game on the game. Now, game is a pretty interesting map for artists, and we'll get into it during the video. But the build I'm running is my standard artist build, Severed Hands and Festering Carrion, to have birds skip to each other and to have our cooldown shorter than Pain Res and DMS for slowdown, Barbecue, and Lethal for info. Let's hop into it and let's talk about the game and how it pertains to Artist. So game is a really interesting map for Artist because it pretty heavily counters the play style. Oh, here's a slingshot. Just away. Oh, no, never mind, not a slingshot. Just going for the stationary guy, like always. Game is an interesting. Oh, my aim is awful. Yeah, you'll see that a few times this game here. Uh, Game is really interesting for artists because it's really good for stuff like this, where you kind of corner a survivor and get quick and easy downs. But it's really bad for my preferred playstyle, which is more snipe heavy, just because the elevation, it's really hard to get those snipes. There's lots of walls, etc., etc. The basement is especially bad, or by basement I mean lower floor, just because the walls and the pallets everywhere. There's so many places the survivors can go, and it's just hard to see them. So it's a really tough map for artist if you play like me. But if you're experienced in the other way of playing artist, which is more close ranged, going for anti-loop and trying to corner survivors, then this map's going to be really easy. And this is going to be what that kind of looks like right here. I was just waiting for my cooldown to come off. We put a bird there and we come this side. So now the Feng Min is going to take a hit no matter what. We're going to let our cooldown run down to get our birds back. Now, you'll see that I make a lot of mistakes with this playstyle because it's 100% not, how I play. So if you play artist in a more anti-loop close range playstyle, I'd love to hear some tips and advice and where I make mistakes, because I don't know. Now, I'll try and mention this points where I think I could have done something differently or improved. Because this is a learning channel. We love expanding our brains here. So that's our first Pain Res, being a DMS over on that gen there. Barbecue isn't very good on this map just because it's so small. You're not going to get much value out of it. But also because it's small, you're going to know where survivors are pretty often. That there was a very good play by whoever was on that gen. And I don't know how they did it, but basically as soon as I placed the bird, they hopped off. Probably coming for the save, but when I was playing this match, I was a little bit sus. Because you don't see that very often, where as soon as you place the bird, they hop off the jet. Firebird there. Maybe we can get a quick hit. They don't heal under the hook, but we do see them moving there. Can we hit them? Give up. Pick gen. Continue game. We are going to miss this Serena, unfortunately, but she drops the pallet, basically resetting our cooldown. And we do get the hit. It's all about patience with the artist, right? You think to yourself, yeah, they're going to be there then, but normally, and Serena's gone. We're going after Feng Min again here because, she's in front of us. At the end, I forgot what I was saying. It's about patience with artists because you try and think where they are, but survivors know to dodge, right? So what you often want to actually end up doing is waiting till they're there and then just waiting an extra second, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. That's a hit on Feng. You can see I struggle with this anti-loop playstyle that Artist has. Like I said, not my forte. But that's 2 hooks on Feng, 1 hook on Dwight, 4 gens left. At this point, I thought I was doing pretty great. Once again, drop it, she gets off the gen. I know that she wasn't cheating, but the Tyler who was playing this was a little bit, I'm not going to say frustrated, but surprised by that. Nice little double hit. Severed hands value. They get the heal off. I toss out a bunch of birds, just going for a hit. We get the gay little pizza tweet. We're gonna go for Dwight here, I believe. That was a bad hit. You know how you're supposed to hit. You're supposed to like lunge as you come off of these. I did it poorly, and I actually lost distance there. I probably could have hit him if I didn't do that. So that was a misplay. Get the pallet. Go for a pot shot snipe, but our cooldown runs out, and we end up losing a gen for that. Like I said, there's a lot of misplays in this game. Also some good plays. So, you know, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. We miss. Wasn't a good shot. And here we start chasing whoever this is, following the scratch marks. Just have a gen popped in our face. We go for Zarina here with our snipe, and this is probably the best snipe of the match. I've actually sniped Zarina twice at this point. The poor girl. I hear the gen above me being worked on. I'm sure that I heard it also as I was playing this match. That's our second pain res, but like, I thought we were in a favorable position. We are no longer in a favorable position. We are now losing this game. So here, I think I make a mistake. I think I should have hit her with my M1 when I had the opportunity, and I should have hoped that she ran into my birds, which would have given me a free opportunity to snipe. Now this Mikaela makes a really good play. At least I think she does. Maybe she's just bad. I think what was intended here was giving me a free hit and a free down even, so that I don't tunnel this thing. Which is smart, because I totally would have here. Four hooks with 3 gens. I've got 2 people dead on hook. I could very easily hook the Fang, hook the Dwight, and turn the game around and win. But Mikaela gives me 3 hooks there, and honestly makes a really great play. That's one of the better Survivor plays I've seen recently, to be honest. Here, this Dwight's dead. You trap him in. What's he gonna do? I actually don't have 2 hooks on Dwight. This is gonna be my second hook on him. And it's gonna be another pain res. My final pain res, actually. So, at this point, I actually was surprised that Dwight wasn't dead. I thought I double hooked him. But I've got 1 hook on Zarina and Mikaela, 2 hooks on Fang and Dwight. We're just chasing. Like you can see, this match is not going how I would like it to. Not even a little bit. And we trap Zarina, getting a free hit. We toss the bird to reset our cooldown. We don't need the distance right now. And here we go for the great artist main, Carnivorous' favorite down in the game. We get it. And we have to do a little celebration to pray to our artist gods. We get her hooked up, and we can see someone just like walking there. That was a terrible shot. That's the second or third time here. My aim is just bad. You know, no one's perfect. But at this point, I have 7 hooks and no kills. I'm playing like a saint here. I can see that they're, you know, not healing under hook, which is very smart. Against artists, you should never want to be healing under hook. But this match, you know, I try not to play sweaty, but I do like winning. And at this point, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. We've got Zarina here. We can take her out of the game. Now, I did double hook her to kill her, which I could understand why someone would be like, oh, that's tunneling. Disagree, because I killed her at 8 hook. I don't necessarily think that that is, you know, this unforgivable crime. Generally, if I'm worried about tunneling, I tend to look more at how many hooks I have when the first person dies, rather than how many times I hook a person in a row, right? I waited a little bit too long on this, a little bit earlier, and I would have hit him, and probably this game would have gone very differently. This is Mikaela once again, knowing that she is not dead on hook, and giving me a free hit to keep the gay little pizza Dwight and Feng Min. This Mikaela is very conscious of hook states. I bet she's a killer main, to be honest. Because those aren't the kind of plays that survivors often make. I see that he gets off the gen and moves. At this point, like originally I was suspicious in the game of hacking. That was stupid. I should have just realized that they were probably on comms. They're playing very well. But this gen is literally 99. I'm just gonna wait for it to pick it. And this is the point where I mentioned that the game gets like intense and interesting. I end up actually having to give up a bunch of kills and like slugs in favor in exchange for just not letting this gen pop. But from this point on, I don't have the opportunity to commit to chases. And you'll see I just keep returning straight back to the gen. Because they really want to finish it. And this greed actually gives me a free hit on the Feng Min, which is quite nice. She runs away, doesn't want to get down. Like I said, everyone's dead on hook, right? This is, I think, a really good spot to be in the game. Because, like, and not even just for winning. But Feng Min, they're all dead on hook. They're all injured. But they only need to touch the gen for like 30 seconds. Not even, for like 5 seconds. To win, right? So we both have so much pressure and both teams, right? But how are we gonna actually do anything about it? I camp the gen, they swarm the gen, like, I don't know, I really like games like this that are super close. Get that pallet relate, God pallet beside the final gen. Very nice. Double check it. I almost broke that door, but I realized I didn't want to give them more opportunities to get to the gen. Break the pallet. Don't even bother chasing Dwight. I love my gens. I'm after Feng here again. You can see I actually go for that same type of shot. And I miss again. Mikaela gets picked up by Dwight there. We get her back on the ground. I heard Feng drop, go for the gen. She's there. At this point, the gen's 75. I probably could have hooked that Mikaela there, but better safe than sorry, right? Gen's at 50 now. And I hear Feng and Dwight. Get back on Feng. Three birds just to guarantee that hit. Where else is she gonna go? And at this point, like, they weren't able to get gen done before. Probably not when it was 99. Probably not gonna get it done now that it's 50'd. And they should rotate to another gen. Have someone tap it. Maybe. But that was super close. Game could have gone either way there, and it ended up kind of drawing. The Dwight and the Mikaela are probably resetting. I played this game a while ago. I actually don't remember. So we'll see. No barbecue value, unfortunately, but we do check our gens, and you can see Mikaela just healed. Probably resetting. We do know that there's a boon of healing somewhere on this map. I didn't snuff it. And there's the Dwight's healing. So the game's calmed down a bit. We've got 2 healthy survivors who are both dead on hook. Still close, but maybe a little bit less close. These survivors, I think, were pretty good. I made a few misplays here, and here's another pretty significant misplay. Hasty, just I bad timing, right? I should have committed to that. Probably could have. The game is still quite close. As you can tell, I'm still pretty worried about this gen, but in hindsight, probably didn't have to be. So this bird won't injure him because it's leaving the ground, but it will get him swarmed. And, you know, for me, a swarm is just as good as an injure. I actually lose him here for a second before I realize that he goes downstairs. I guess I didn't realize that he goes downstairs. Didn't see the scratch marks. But yes, he went downstairs. And I lost him. I was still quite focused on that middle gen there. Michaela is swarmed and hit. I don't know why I didn't go after her. I probably should have if I wanted to do like. So that was a misplay there. But this is the end of the light. Yeah, there. Remember that survivors have vertical hitboxes, and so do your birds. So you can hit people who are like half a floor away, and that includes people on the hills in outdoor maps. Dwight dies, and Michaela is going to get Hatch here. So I thought this was a really fun and really close game, and it shows off how you kind of have to edit your playstyle based on the map that you're on, because sniping doesn't work on this map, straight up. You can see that I tried a bunch of times, and yeah, I played kind of poorly. Played pretty poorly, to be honest. It's very hard to pull it off on the game. And so I kind of started leaning on more anti-loop type things. Anyways, survivors were nice in endgame chat. This Kirach, whatever, pretty nice, was an artist fan. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you really enjoyed, because I really liked this match. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said already, I hope you enjoyed. I'll say it again. It's a new little recording snippet here. Do all the YouTube bullshit, you know. Subscribe, smash it, or don't. I don't fucking care. I mean, I do care, but like, you do you, boo. There's a little bell. You could ring it, and then you'll see all of my subpar content as soon as it comes out. There's also the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Maybe you think that I'm an asshole. I don't know. Give me a thumbs down if you want, or a thumbs up. Either way, it's cool, bro. Comments are cool too. They're good on the algorithm. Yeah, YouTube. Do it. I'm on that grind, baby.